Now to a CBS News exclusive, the Trump administration is preparing to bring back a pandemic-era immigration policy known as Title 42. Now, this allowed officials to expel migrants to prevent the spread of diseases. Let's bring in CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez, who is in El Paso, Texas. Camilo, remind us exactly what Title 42 is and how it functions.
Good morning, Errol. Title 42 is a public health authority dating back to the 1940s that the Trump and Biden administrations argued allowed U.S. immigration officials to quickly expel migrants here at the U.S.-Mexico border without allowing them to request asylum, which is traditionally a right that migrants have if they are here on American soil under domestic and international refugee law. But both administrations argued that this public health authority allowed the U.S. to essentially suspend the U.S. immigration and asylum law. Obviously, at the outset of the pandemic, the Trump administration enacted this measure, and then it was kept in place for a while by the Biden administration until it expired in 2023, rather. And now officials are planning to reinstate that policy, this time, Errol, citing concerns that migrants could spread communicable diseases like tuberculosis in the U.S. Obviously, during the first time, it cited COVID concerns. So it would add yet another layer to sweeping policies that the administration has enacted here at the border to essentially shut down the American asylum system.
And as you accurately know, Camilo, you got both Republican and Democratic presidents who've used this Title 42 in some way, justifying it differently. And you mentioned the Trump administration justifying it because of a new threat. Do we know anything about the data, how common it is that migrants looking for asylum actually have these types of diseases?
It is really unclear, and it will almost certainly be contested by public health experts. And we should underscore, Errol, that during the 2020 implementation of Title 42, CDC experts strongly oppose invoking this law on public health grounds, saying that it was a way for the Trump administration to essentially weaponize a public health law to achieve its immigration crackdown goals. And we should expect similar arguments from public health officials. Again, yes, TB rates in Mexico and other countries that send migrants to the U.S. border are typically higher than in the U.S., but they say that migrants typically are not vectors of diseases compared to the overall U.S. population. So this policy will not only be contested on legal grounds, Errol, but also on public health grounds.
Yeah, really important information and fact checks there for us. Camilo Montoya-Galvez in El Paso. Thank you so much.